is in the fire, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, in the same time, in chapter number 28, it says, in verse number 30, he spoke from the tree, saying, O Moses, verily I am Allah. There's no question that this is Allah, correct?
Mm.
He didn't say I am Jibreel or no. So he's speaking from the tree, and what is burning? The tree. So the burning tree, and obviously Muhammad, he is trying to copy from the Old Testament when God he spoke to Moses from the burning bushes. So when he reached the fire, he was called from the right side of the valley in the blessed place. It's even the place is blessed. Why it's blessed? You see, because
Allah bless.
if Allah is
Yeah.
exist everywhere, that means everywhere is a blessed,
Mm. It's not
correct?
like he is literally everywhere, but he sees he can interact everywhere.
No,
You
Allah
know.
cannot interact. Actually, first of all, Allah does not exist. Allah is a joke. Allah is not even the word Allah is not even exist. The true name of the God of Islam is Lah. Al
Yeah.
is an old, yeah, Al is an old ancient Aramaic and ancient Hebrew.
Mm.
Al is a word mean God. Let us type it for
El.
you. Al, yes, Al is a word mean God.
Yiddish or real Hebrew?
Huh?
Yiddish or real Hebrew?
Hebrew and Aramaic, the ancient Aramaic and the ancient Hebrew. And
Mm.
Lah is the true name of the God of Islam. So Al-Lah, Al God, Lah, God, Lah. You see, today in the New Hebrew, what they say? They say Israel, right?
Yes.
El
Say
is a word mean God. In the old Hebrew, it was Israel,
Israel.
Israel. Yeah, Ishmael was Ishmael. Mikael, it was Mikael. Gabriel was Gabriel. So the language it changed by time, and Al became El. So Al is the ancient one, El is the new one. Like we Christian, we say that Jesus is Emmanuel, El, but in the ancient Hebrew it should be Emmanuel. So
Mm.
Al is a word in the Aramaic or the Hebrew. It's not necessarily about the true God. It's any. It's a word meaning God. You understand?
Mm.
Now, if you believe in that God, that make him your God. So Allah is Allah. This is why if you go in the Quran, you will find in chapter 2, chapter 1, verse number 2, it says Alhamdulillah. Alhamdu. Let us go to the Quran, verse number 1 and 2. Look with me in the screen.
Yes, I'm looking.
All right. It says here, let me zoom more so we can make it even bigger. All right. If you look here, you will see the following. Do you notice that Allah here is different? Here there's an alif. Here there's no alif. Disappear.
Which one was Aleph?
The
Alif Lam
first
Mim.
one, verse
Oh
number
yeah, yeah.
one, verse number 1, there's alif. You see the alif?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let me make an arrow in it so you can see it.
Yeah, I see.
All right. Here
Mm.
we have alif. Here the alif is gone. Why? Here it says Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Here it
Yes.
says Alhamdulillah. Lillah. Okay, let's type the
Yeah.
first one. We will type the first one and the second one.
Mm.
Alhamdu. The first one, Bismillah. Lah.
Mm.
This is the first one. A and L appear in the beginning of the word. The second one, it doesn't say Allah. It says Alhamdu Lillah. In Arabic, li mean to. Lah. Alhamdu Lillah. There's only letter L before the lah.
Mm.
What is the name of God? Lah. Li mean to.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
So Hamid You know what Hamid mean, right? Hamid to who?
Hamid.
To La. That is the true name of the God of Islam. It is La. And you can search in Google, La is the moon god.
The moon god?
Yeah. You don't know?
Moon god, huh?
Yeah. You worship the moon
La.
god, my friend. Let me search for you in Google. Hold on. La is the ancient name of the moon god. This has have nothing to do with the
Was that a
Christians
title
or
given
in
to the
or
moon god,
in,
or was it a literal name?
huh?
Was La a title given to the moon god in the
No,
past,
no, this is his name.
or
This
was
is
it
no,
like
this
a
is this is
name?
this is his name. La is the moon god. La is a very well known name for the moon god. All right. Here you will see all of those. Let me show you.
No, but the reason why the Muslims they use these moon symbols and mosque and stuff, yeah, it's not something that dates back to the Prophet Muhammad. It's something that actually is just recent, because of the Seljuk Turks.
No, not true, not true. No, that's not true. That's not true. Okay. You see here, like this is a website. I'm not going to read the whole article. You can search yourself. Yeah, La. Yeah is another word for God. The Christian they say Yahweh. Yahweh. Okay. Yah, La. Do you see the screen?
Let's see. Yahlah, the other
Yah,
Egyptian moon
La.
god.
Yah is a word meaning God. La is the name.
Yahlah.
What is the name? La. The name of what? Of the moon god.
So how do you say God in general in Arabic?
There is
Just God.
many words, like there's many words. There's Rab, and those are not Arabic words, by the way. Arabic, there's nothing called Arabic, really. All of this is coming from other languages. Most of it is coming from the Aramaic. Like this is why you say in Hebrew, Rabbi, Rabbi, Rab. Rab in Arabic mean God. It can be even my Lord, like master. So there is many words. But when you say La, it is a name. That's why the Muslims agree that it is a name of their God. It's not a word meaning God. Correct?
Mm.
It is a name, not a word meaning God. But
Well,
it's still not
depend.
accurate.
Not all Muslims take that. It's a bit all over the place. Some guys say God, Allah doesn't have names. He only have
No, no,
titles.
no, no, no,
Some
no, no, no,
still.
no, no, no. The, Muhammad, he made it clear that the best names of Allah this is his name. Actually, even the Quran. If we go in the Quran, you see, this is the problem. Muslims do not know anything about their cult. When Muhammad first time he started using the word Ar-Rahman, the people around him, they said to him, "Who is Ar-Rahman? This is new."
No, they were saying who was Ar-Rahman who you're referring to, because they
Yeah,
had
no, 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 no. They said no, no,
365
no, no,
idols.
no, 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 no. They said Muhammad used to worship one God. His name is Allah, and now he is worshiping Ar-Rahman. All right, and this is why Muhammad he answered them saying in chapter 17, verse number 10, saying, read with me carefully. Say, O Muhammad, invoke Allah or invoke the Rahman. You see here they translated, but it's false. Or invoke Ar-Rahman by whatever name you invoke him, for it belong all the best name belong to Allah. So it's a name. So Muhammad now he add a new name to Allah, which is Ar-Rahman. A guy who is a false prophet, his name is Rahmanul Yamama. He sent him a message. He wrote there in the name of Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Muhammad he like it. He wrote a letter back. He says, in the name of the Prophet of Islam, etc., in the name of Allah Ar-Rahman. The Muslims around him, they said, who's, and even the pagan, they says Muhammad he used to worship one God, his name is Allah, and now he is calling two Ar-Rahman. The only Rahman we know is Rahmanul Yamama. And let me show you the reference so you don't say I'm making things up. You want to see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So this is the chapter 17, verse number 110. Okay, we go there. We are lucky now. The website stopped working.
Mm.
I'm clicking at display. Let us try أسباب النزول. Anyway, you can open it anytime. This is the website at Tafsir. You know at tafsir.com?
Yes.
I can give you I will post the link in
Or you can send to.
I will post the link in the chat. And you guys, when it's open, let me know so we can open it, because this website sometimes, you know what, don't click at the link for now, because I think if we have many clicks, this website, I think they are the king of Jordan. He is using the internet of the neighbors. Yeah, he's cheap, you know, he's poor, he's bankrupt. Yeah, it's not opening. His website sometimes works, sometimes doesn't work. Yeah, it open for you. Okay, let me try to open with different browser. I don't know why it's not opening for me. Oh, you see, but it's not changing. It's opening for me the old chapter. It's opened chapter 21, verse number 17, which means the link did not change yet. Here we go. Here we go. Finally, thank God. I think his Wi-Fi, the king, is switched to the guy in the second floor. All right. Can you read the screen with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Mankind, right?
This is the book of Asbab al-Nuzul. This is Sunni book. That's not Shia. Asbab al-Nuzul mean the reason for the verses to come down. All right. Here it says, he keeps saying in his prostration, "Oh, the beneficent, oh Ar-Rahman, oh Ar-Rahim." And so the adulterer said, "Oh, Muhammad used to call into one Allah. Now he is calling into two, Allah and Ar-Rahman." Do you see it? And they said, "We do not know anyone by the name of Ar-Rahman except the Rahman of Al-Yamama." Do you see it? Okay.
Open.
And look what happened. You see, everything I say, we don't lie. Everything we say is the truth. They never heard him saying Ar-Rahman. But Muhammad, the Muslim, they have the word Ar-Rahman from the beginning of the Quran. So now, just now, after receiving more than the half of the Quran, now Muhammad, he heard that Allah, his name is Ar-Rahman too. What happened suddenly? But look what happened. The guy who his name is Musaylama, the Muslim, they call him the liar to insult him. Very insulting cult. And so Allah the exalted, he revealed in this verse, said, etc., etc., at the beginning of the revelation, Allah messenger bless him and give him peace, used to write in the name of Allah. Do you see it? In the beginning of the revelation, never use the word Rahman, in the name of Allah only, until this verse was revealed. All right. So before that, he never. But look what happened. After which he wrote, in the name of Allah, the beneficent, the merciful. The Arab, the adulterer, commented that we know that the merciful, we do not know anyone, his name is Ar-Rahman. We know who's the merciful because this is used in Aramaic too. But who is Ar-Rahman? As a response, Allah, he gave them that. All right. And why he used that? He received a letter from Musaylama, and Muhammad, he respond to Musaylama from the same words he wrote. Rahman al-Yamama, which is Musaylama, as even the Muslims agree here, he is the only one who used the word Rahman. You see, they say the only one we know, his name is Rahman, and his God, his name is Rahman, is Rahman al-Yamama. Do you see it? Yamama is an area, so he is Rahman, the guy of Yamama. His name, that guy is Rahman, and this is the guy who has God is Rahman. So what happened to Muhammad now? Muhammad, he heard the name, he liked the name, he added in his Quran. And the Quran confirmed that Allah is a name. For he said, in the name of Allah. Correct? Isn't the Quran says in verse number 1? In the name of Allah. So he's not saying in the name of God. When you say Shahada, what do you say? Do you say there's no Allah but Allah, or you say there's no God but Allah? If the word Allah is a word meaning God,
No
then
God.
that means you can say there's no Allah but Allah, correct? If the word Allah is just a word meaning
Yes.
God, okay. So you don't say there is no God but God. You don't say there's no Allah but Allah. You say there's no God but Allah, because Allah is the name. And here Muhammad, he as
La
all,
ilaha illallah, right?
yeah, but Muhammad here, ilah is a word meaning God. Ilah, ilah, okay. But this is not where the word Allah is coming from. Allah, as I showed you, al and lah. Lah is the other name of the god of the fertility. You see, Muhammad, you know what the black stone, right? What the black
The
stone?
one was built by Abraham.
What was the
Yes.
black stone? No, the black stone have nothing to do
Uh,
with Abraham. What Abraham? Abraham, he never been there. The black stone is a vagina where the Arab who worship the god of
astaghfirullah.
fertility. I'm not making fun. I'm just saying the truth, my friend. Actually, it is in the shape of vagina. Let me show you the black stone. Hold on. And
Astaghfirullah. It's not. It's not that.
even the tafsir, it says that the black stone became stone, black, because of the women touching their vagina with their blood in their hand, and they touch the black stone, and that would make it black. All right. Now tell me, what is this?
Well,
Do you
I,
have
I want to see this.
do,
No, no, no.
do you have any explanation for why the shape of this black stone like this?
A square?
This is not square. This is square for you?
Oh, oh, no, yeah, now I see it. Oh, you mean that stone?
Yeah, the black stone. Yeah. What is
Oh, I
the
thought you
what is
said
the shape? What is this?
it's a circle,
It's not circle.
circular.
It's not circle. Do you see the frame around it? Why it's
Oh,
there?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
This is the frame. It's just to resemble how it used to be always. It's a
Wait,
vagina.
but that thing is put there by
It doesn't
people.
matter
It's not.
because now because there's nothing left of the black stone. You see, the black stone is gone. The black stone, Al-Qurmuti, he destroyed the Kaaba. He took it. He used it as a bathroom stone for more than 21 years. And then
Who
when
did
he
this?
sent them back the stone, he sent them 8 little tiny stones. All what you see here is waxing. There's no stones left, but they are trying to keep it in the old shape, the way it used to be. You know, like if you look at this picture here, do you see the stones you are kissing in the Kaaba? There's no stones. There's nothing left. This is wax. So this is what is left. 8 little tiny stones. Do you see it?
Oh, like this.
Yeah.
Mm.
You don't have a stone. The stone is gone. But what I'm talking about, what is the origin of this? Arab before Islam, they used to go walk naked around the Kaaba. Do you know that or no?
No, not naked or something. I just knew that they had so many idols around the
No, they
Kaaba.
used to go naked because this is a naked religion. This is a sexual religion, and Islam is nothing but a continue of this sexual religion. If we go in the Hadith, let us look in the Hadith. The Hadith says, confirm that even after Muhammad took over Mecca, still the people used to go around the Kaaba naked.
Oh man. But it's just the building was there, and then the people use it in all the way. That was not supposed to be like.
No, it doesn't matter. You see, this is everything have an origin. Did you ask yourself what is the religion there? I mean, okay, forget about the idols, the black stone which you kiss and Muslim Muhammad kiss. Why for them? Why they are practicing this? What is the religion there? Look, Hisham narrated in the authority of his father, blah 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 blah. It's okay. He says in the Arab, in the exception of the Homs, who were in Quraysh and their descendant, they go around the Kaaba naked. Do you see it?
Mm.
So you go around the Kaaba today, and you still naked. Nothing changed. Muhammad, all what he did, he made you wear a sheet.
Mm.
And why Muhammad he made them wear a sheet? If you go and get my book 6 and Allah, you will see that he like a woman and he was jealous that everybody looking at her bum and her vagina and her breast. He wanted to marry her or to have her to be his girlfriend. So because of that woman, After
Talk about.
that, after the women, she go around the Kaaba and she was singing the same song which the
No,
Arab used to
no,
sing for centuries.
no,
Hmm?
no. That's not true, man. That's not true.
Get my book. Do you have my books?
Oh,
Get
no, man.
okay. Get my book, Sex and Allah, and you will see all the reference you want.
That's astaghfirullah.
What is
No.
Allah? Okay, listen. After all that I showed you, I mean, am I lying to you? Have you ever seen me lying to you about
What you
anything I said?
showing?
Have you ever heard me saying something and I did lie? Be honest.
I don't know. I'm not too
What do you mean you
knowledgeable
don't know?
to.
Didn't everything I say I show?
Hmm.
And I'm showing to you in the screen?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you mean you say to me you don't know? So I'm talking to you now for the last hour. And I think you called me before, right? Is that the first time you called me or you called me before?
Oh, sorry, brother. This is the first time I call you, man.
Oh, okay.
First time.
So you know where I'm lying. I'm not lying.
Yeah, from what I've seen, you haven't. And this is, brother.
So are you going to stay Muslim after what I showed you? After all of this garbage?
So I gotta look into this, brother. I can't just.
What do you mean? I'm showing you. We are looking right now. We are looking. Why
Yeah,
Muhammad Casablanca?
I gotta see what the scholars say, what the arguments
What
against it
scholars?
says.
Your scholars cannot
Then
answer anything, my friend. What scholars? Okay, let us have a deal, me and you. What about you challenge your scholar and tell him, if you don't call this guy, I'm going to leave Islam, just to force him to call me.
I will.
They will never dare to call me. You want to bet?
I can bet.
Okay, well, I will bet. If you win, Allah will double your virgins in the heaven. If I lose, I will give you my 70
Which
virgins to
virgins?
you.
There are no virgins in heaven.
What do you mean there's no
Astaghfirullah,
virgins?
brother.
No, your prophet, he said, you will have virgins and they are very sexy and you know it. What are you making fun of your prophet now? Okay, well, your prophet, he says that. So what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? You do like what versions? You do not know that your prophet, he promised you, you know, a lot of women who they are coming in the heaven just for sex entertainment. Let me show you the hadith before I let you go. Not only that,
Is this that in the Quran?
in the Quran and the hadith, I will show you both. Hold on.
Nah.
Yeah.
Maybe in the hadith, but
No. In the Quran and the hadith, I will show you. You just hold your horses. Do you see what your prophet said? This is Sahih
what my
Bukhari. This is Sahih Bukhari. The Muhammadan cannot say this is a lie. Sahih Bukhari 3254. It says that Allah will give you the virgins, the hur, who they are so beautiful to the point they are transparent. They are so white, and to the point you can see the marrow of their bones in their legs, and you will see. You will be able to be seen through the bones and the flesh. Do you see it?
ew, brother?
What
Wait,
you?
what does horse mean?
Hur is the hur, the word hur, the virgin.
Oh,
So, brother, in the heaven of Allah, Allah will give you very beautiful women like this. Look at this. Look how beautiful. And look at this.
I don't want to look, man.
No,
To be
look,
honest with you, I don't
man,
want to
look. It's very tempting. It's actually, I was thinking to convert to Islam. Hey, come on, this is what your prophet said. But don't laugh, man. People will be.
You're a funny guy, brother, man. I gotta give you that, man.
What?
You're a funny guy.
This is what your prophet said. Why you are laughing? I mean, show respect, man. This is, guys, is it? This is what his prophet said. What's the problem? What is the problem?
What's that?
This is what your prophet, he promised you. I showed you the hadith. You know, my friend, this is your prophet. He promised you. Why you are laughing? I mean, we have to be honest. This is what your prophet, he promised you. But I mean, look at this. I mean, this is so hot, man. I don't know. I'm actually, I wasn't going to show this because each time I show it, a lot of people convert to Islam. What? Look at this position. Look at this one. I mean, I think you will like this one more. and that will make you stay as a Muslim more now.
No, man, no,
What
no.
happened? What? No, no, no. You're a prophet. This is Sahih Bukhari. He said you will see, guys. Did we just show a second ago the hadith saying you will see the marrow of their bones? We just showed you. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Does it say that? This is Sahih Bukhari. Am I lying? You will see the marrow of their
Was it Sahih
bones.
Bukhari?
Huh?
Was it Sahih Bukhari?
Yes, Sahih Bukhari. I'm showing it in the screen, my friend, with the numbers. Hadith number 3254. All right, we are showing it in the screen.
Let me write this.
Okay, so this is Sahih Bukhari saying you will see through. They are see-through. They are so wide to the point you can see even the marrow of their bones. So I'm showing you pictures, which is very realistic. We have to show respect to the Prophet teaching. Look, she would do this to you. Do you see the high heels? I mean, this is very sexy. I know. You know, last. You know.
Well, what am I gonna do with this, man?
Each time I see this, I think about getting married. I cannot resist this temptation. Look at this here, and even this one is me. I think this this whore here, I think she have. I see something there. I think she have hamburger here. Is that hamburger or what? I'm not sure. It might be. I don't know. It may be falafel. I'm not sure. There's something. She ate something before she do that, you know. And I see some shit here. What?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
This is reality check, my friend, and you will be doing this in the heaven of Allah. Alhamdulillah.
No.
What?
It's not reliable, man. It's not reliable.
What do you mean? This is Al-Bukhari. This is Al-Bukhari. What's wrong, man? This is Al-Bukhari, and I showed you the reference. Don't tell me this is not reliable. So did you decide to leave Islam or not yet? Otherwise you will get this.
La.
What la la?
No.
What no? You are going.
I will look into this, brother. I will look into this. Thank you.
I don't know what's your name, and you keep saying to me, "I will look at this." I just showed to you in the screen. Why we cannot be brave and be honest with ourselves? You don't want to be honest with me. It's up to you. Can't you be honest with yourself? Did I show it to you in the screen? Is that Sahih Bukhari? Is that Sunnah.com? So what do you mean we need to look at it?
I gotta look into the of course the arguments against it and stuff.
Yeah.
What scholars say about this?
Aren't you going to make a decision? What does that mean? I mean, I showed you the proof and the reference. I'm not making things up. I never said something to you since you called me without showing you what I'm saying. Never. So what you will do? You will stay following such a garbage? I'm not being rude to you, but this is garbage.
No, I don't care. It doesn't trigger me or anything, but
okay. So why?
It doesn't trigger. Yeah, you can curse everything. It doesn't trigger me.
No, I'm not cursing. I'm just saying. I'm saying what I believe. This is garbage. This is garbage. I mean, what kind of God when I do this? What is this? And what kind of a beauty this beauty is? This is disgusting. Supposedly, but I will tell you why. Muhammad, he is an Arab, and he is speaking to the Arab, and the Arab, they like white women, so he always exaggerate in his lies. So he exaggerate that they are so white to the point you can see they are racist. The Arab are racist. They don't like black people. They are racist. So he exaggerate in his lies that they will be white to the point you can see through the bones. You see, if the white person, the more white he is, the more we can see the vein under his skin. Is that correct?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So Muhammad is saying Muhammad, because he's a liar, yeah, he's exaggerating with his promises. He knew that they like very much a lot white women, so he promised them not only they will be white, they will be so white to the point you see through the marrow of their bones. But at that moment, we don't have X-ray to know what he meant exactly. I mean, how it's going to look like, you know. But now we have the Western men. They come with this. This is your 72 wives, brother. They will be very sexy. And this is good news, by the way. They cannot eat your hamburger, because if they do, you will see it in their belly.
Man, which 72, man? Nowhere does say 72.
Oh, man. No, actually 72 is the lowest reward. 72 is not the reward of a Muslim man. This is the bad reward. Like if you are a person who have a lowest reward, adna ahl al-jannah, the lowest. A Muslim, he don't pray, he etc. He don't do jihad, he don't kill Christians and Jews.
No, we don't kill Christian Jews, man. Of course, no.
No, because if you are a good Muslim, you should do that according to Islam. So
Yeah,
according to
no,
Muhammad,
that's
no, this is true. I can show the proof. Adna Ahl Jannah. You see, this hadith here is not translated. Look, guys, look at the translation. You see the Arabic? Look at the translation. It's gone because it's stupid hadith. They don't translate. Look at this one. The list of people in paradise in the position is one with 80,000 boys, not servant. This is a lie. It says actually khadim, but in the Quran describe them as boys who look like pearls. So at the least, the lowest reward. This is not the highest. The heaven of Allah have 100 floor. So I pray, brother, that you will have the 99 floor at least, so you can watch typhoon from far away. So at least the least of the people of paradise, they will get a reward. 80,000 little boys and 72 wives. Do you see it?
Well, I see this 80 with oh, it doesn't say the numbers. It said 8. Oh, I missed that. 8 stars and 72 wives.
Yeah.
Well, no, man. This which hadith is this? Which hadith is this?
Jami' al-Tirmidhi. It exists in many places, not only in this one.
Jami' al-Tirmidhi. I don't know.
Yeah. So what do you think? Do you like child abuse? Do you like to get 80 little boys,
No,
80,000
no.
little boys to abuse them?
Ew, no.
Okay, I will try to convince you. And by the way, they will say to you this hadith is da'if, because anything they don't like, it's a da'if for sure, right? But the Quran confirm that there is 100 level. And look at this here. Do you like to have money in heaven?
Money in heaven?
Yeah. Do you like to have money?
Man, I don't know what I don't know what I'm gonna do with that money, man. I will have posts and stuff, man.
No, I will tell you what you can do.
What am I gonna do with money?
You are wrong.
I'm gonna use that fire.
In heaven, no, in heaven still you need money. I will show you why. In the heaven, there is a market. This market, you can go and buy pictures of men and women, so you can have sex with them.
Pictures of
Yeah, let
the
me
bike.
show you.
No, you show me, brother. Show me.
Let us see. I'm looking for the hadith. Here we go. Indeed, in paradise, there is a market which there is no buying nor selling. No buying nor selling, except, which means you will buy and sell, but this is the only product, except for images of men and women. Do you like to have sex with men?
No.
Allah will give you that. Allah, it's a gift from Allah. You cannot say no, because here in this market there's images of men. Does it say men? Does it say images of men and women? Okay, so images of men and women, and if you like an image, what you do? You enter it to do what? To have sex. That's why you have to bring them.
All right. So first of all, I don't believe in this as a whole. I don't believe this, but let's say if this was true, the men part refers to the women, if they're gonna choose, of course. But I don't believe in this as a whole, man.
It's not up to you, my friend. This is Islam. This is the gift from Allah, and you have to enjoy the gift of Allah. By the way, they will be handsome men, not like normal men. They are very handsome, very good looking. That's why they are in the magazine. Yeah, and the customer is who? The customer, it says here. So whenever a man, who is the one who desire? A man. You see it? A man desire an image, you enter it. So you go to heaven, my friend, and you desire an image of a man. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Sylvester Stallone, you never know. So you desire that guy, you jump in that image, and right away you are in the bed with him. And don't forget to take selfie when you go there.
Selfie.
Yeah.
No.
And you know, if you go to the other hadith, you said you do not need money. I just showed you why you need money. In the heaven, there's a lot of expenses, nothing for free as you think. There's a lot of things to spend. All of it's about sex. If you go in different hadith, let us see.
The reason why we desire, so as you say, sex in this life is because we need to procreate. So God made us desire this more.
Correct. I agree that
And
sex is for a reason. Yes, sex is for a reason, to make the man
because
like.
if you had that, and we felt pain, of course people would less procreate.
Yeah, if there is no joy in it, nobody will do it. It becomes like a job. Look at this. Why your prophet, he tried to seduce you by money? What do you think? You said money is not needed in heaven, correct?
No.
Okay, look what your prophet said. This is Sahih Muslim. This is Sahih. All right. Muhammad, he promised a man. Moses asked, according to him, this is Moses' conversation between Moses. Moses asked his Lord, who amongst the inhabitants of the paradise is the lowest to rank? The lowest, not the highest. He, Allah said, the person who would be admitted into paradise, the last one who entered paradise is the lowest. Okay, what he will have, read with me carefully. The last of all among those who deserving of paradise, who admitted, it will be said to him. It will be said to him. This is the last one. The bad guy. I mean, this guy almost he was kicked out. Like the last person. It would be said to him, enter paradise. He would say, oh my Lord, shall I enter while people have seat settled in their apartment and they took their shares? I mean, he's saying to him like, what I will get? People, they enter before me. I'm the last one. It would be said to him, would you be pleased if there be for you the like of the kingdom of a king amongst the kings of the world? He would say to him, Allah, are you going to be pleased if I give you a money and ownership of a king?
Who said this?
Allah is talking.
Moses.
Allah is talking. No, Allah talking now.
Please?
Allah is talking. Allah spoke to Moses. Moses asked him the question, what is the reward for the lowest man? Allah is answering. Then he would say to him, would you please if I make you rich as the most like one of the kings of the earth? He would say, I'm pleased, oh my Lord. Yeah, please. And then Allah, he would say, for you is that, and like 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 that. And then he would say at the fifth time, repeating like that. He said, oh Allah, I'm pleased. Like that's me, like, come on, enough. Like 5 times as a king, I will be rich 5 times as any king. My Lord, that's and then he would say to him, it's for you like that, and 10 times like that. So you will be 10 times more rich than any king in the earth. Okay, what you would do with the money? Are you there, my friend?
Yeah.
Okay, are we lying to you?
No.
Okay, so you just say that it doesn't make sense to have money in the heaven. Allah, he promised you to be rich as a king. Richness of kings is what? Money, gold, silver, jewelries, power. Okay, so what does that mean?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense having
it doesn't make sense. So why you will not leave Islam? Did anything from what we just shared with you today it makes sense? Anything makes sense? Does it make sense to kiss black stone? Does it make sense to pray in the direction of a stone? Does it make sense that your prophet, he said, black stone erase your sin? Do stones erase sin for you? Huh? Do you think
it doesn't also make sense if you're facing black stone? It doesn't also make sense if the Israelites face Jerusalem. Same thing.
No, the Jews, they have a temple, and this temple is unique because this is their promised land. Their promised land, even the Quran chapter 5 verse 21. But and they are not facing, you know, the Jews, like, you know, they do. Let us say if they are praying, they face Jerusalem. But if not, if they are in the end of the world, they don't have to face Jerusalem, because you cannot face Jerusalem. But if they face Jerusalem because they have a temple, and this temple is considered as holy for them, but not because of rocks and not because of stones. It is the temple, because this is the promise even to rebuild Jerusalem again. So if the Jews, they do that, we can understand, because this is their history, this is their roots, etc. But here you will have a prophet. He make you kiss a stone, and he made you believe that a stone erase your sin. Is that correct?
Mm.
Okay, why stone erase a sin?
Stone erase.
Do the Jews believe that stone will erase your sin? No. Read carefully with me.
But it doesn't say stone erase your sin. Allah
Let me show you.
does that.
Okay, let me show you. Here we go. It's in the screen. Sunan al-Nasai. It was narrated from Abdullah ibn Ubayd, Umar, blah blah blah. It says that a man said, "Oh Abu Badr, Abu Abdul Rahman, why do I only see you touching these two corners?" What corners? The black stone and the Yemeni corner. He said, I heard the messenger of Allah saying, touching them erases sin,
Sins.
and whoever circumambulate around them 7 times is like a freeing a slave. So if you want to have the blessing, you don't free a slave, just go around the Kaaba 7 times.
It says, and I had him say.
I know, yeah, that's so. The Prophet said, I heard him saying, the same as you asked me. We heard him saying why. This is why he's practicing that. That touching those two stones erase your sin. How the stones, touching stones, erase your sin?
It might hear anything.
What?
Doesn't.
Okay, you tell me what it means. It says touching them erase your sin. Why touching stones? This is a pagan cult. I mean, always we know that pagans believe that the stones, they have a special power, and they worship stones. And this stone exists before Islam. The Arab, they used to worship it too. Aren't you planning to go and touch the stone so your sin will go?
Nah, inshallah, I don't have any sins.
No, it makes sense. Okay, so why the Prophet, he touched the stone and kissed it? Why your Prophet kissed the stone?
No, he kissed it out of respect.
So if you respect a stone, you kiss it?
No, because of the prophets before him, like Abraham built that, and
so if a prophet before me, he pissed in a stone, are we going to kiss it too?
No, because that stone was for the purpose of the house of Allah.
What the purpose of it? There's all the stones in the Kaaba are for the purpose of the house of Allah. Why that stone make it unique?
The little Kaaba.
Let us say that Allah, he sent this stone from heaven. I want you to explain to me this. Who is the one who decided the location of the Kaaba?
Location of Kaaba, Allah.
Allah, thank you. Okay, so why Allah he chose a horrible location?
No, that location is actually the golden point of the earth. You can look this up. It's like the
golden ratio
point of something else.
My friend, the golden ratio, when you're saying about the earth, there's nothing it's called golden ratio when it's come to the earth, because all the lines you draw, those are virtual, they are not real. So I can any point in the earth, I can make it golden ratio. Now look at this. You said that Allah is the one who chose the location of the Kaaba, correct?
Yes.
Okay, why Allah he chose the Kaaba in a place where the sewage always flood and cover the Kaaba? Can't he find a better engineer to choose for him a higher place?
No, but
no, what? No, tell me. Here we go. The Kaaba location is a chose by Allah. You said that. Everybody heard you.
Is this picture edited?
No. What? This is go watch. Those are actually all pictures, and until now nothing happened, nothing changed. The Kaaba, there's tons of them. Look, sewage, dirty water around the Kaaba. The Saudi now, they have a lot of money. They try their best to stop the flood, to redirect the flooding water. Still, the Kaaba is flooded. So if Allah is the one who chose the location of the Kaaba, what is this? Imagine I hire an engineering company and I say, choose the best location for my house. And then you choose the lowest point in Mecca where the flood will come and cover you. Cover what? The house of Allah. This is inside the haram. Look,
But
you see
Allah
the
could
haram?
have tested.
Do you see the haram? This
Allah
is the
could have
haram.
tested.
This is the mosque around the Kaaba. Look, the people are walking in the water. Do you see it?
But the physical thing, it doesn't mean anything. There's a meaning
No, it
behind it.
means
Allah could have tested
no.
people
You see
to repair
how
them.
it is, my friend, how it is a holy place chosen by Allah, and yet Allah, He cannot choose a good place for it. It means a lot. What do you mean doesn't mean anything? This is God. Don't God knows? Look, the cars are covered by the water. So how God He do not know? He could not choose different place.
Oh, this big.
Anyway, my friend, I cannot really. I'm doing my best, but you know, you are being stubborn. I can't tell.
Brother. Thank you, brother. I was just going to ask something, then we went for a debate. Thank you, brother. Yeah.
No problem. But you see, I want you, after you go, be honest with yourself. Re-watch this video again. And by the way, if you don't find the video again, because I don't keep my videos, you can search.
Yeah, I can.
You can search for the same title in YouTube again. Then Jesus, why Jesus not? And be sure that you look for the last 24 hours, because there's many videos sometimes have the same title. All right.
Yes.
So watch it again. Go over the reference and be honest with yourself, and it's up to you what I can do.
Yes, thank you, brother.
If I am you, I will leave Islam immediately. This is nothing but a cult, very stupid cult. What versions? What endless penis? What 1 mile ass? What a penis will not sleep? I mean, what Allah? This is isn't it Allah? Allah
doesn't say this.
My friend, what kind of God? What kind of God? You don't know how the baby is created. What kind of God? You don't even remember which one He created first. What kind of God He think that the sperm of the women have a sperm coming from her, the location of her necklace, the ribs? What kind of God He think the man have a sperm coming from the backbone? I mean, come on. It's up to you anyway. Thank you for calling, my friend. If you change your mind and you decide to denounce the cult of Islam and the devil of Allah, let me know. You are more than welcome to call me back. All right.
All right, brother. Peace to you, brother. Take care, brother.
Right. So you will not leave Islam?
I'll look into this.
You will not leave Islam yet?
I'll be honest.
No, not yet.
Huh?
You are not going to decide now.
I have to look into this, brother. I have to look into this.
All right, no problem.
Inshallah, Allah knows best.
All right. Don't say inshallah. Allah will nothing. All right, my friend. Take care. All right. If you wait for Allah to do something, Allah will never do anything. All right. I think we have enough for today, don't we? All right. All right. Any Muslim decided to leave Islam? You see, they can lie to you about the amazing Quran. The Quran is preserved. It was probably preserved. You know, until now we are looking for the goat who ate the Quran. Until now. I mean, when Muslims they speak about things, I find it very embarrassing, and how they fabricate things which is absolutely false. We have reference from their own authentic source saying that a goat ate the Quran. Yummy, yummy. And then the Muslim will say to you, the Bible is corrupted, brother. A guy who came 600 years after, a goat who jumped in the top of his bed when he is dead, the Quran which was under his pillow, which means the goat, obviously, she flipped Muhammad from the top of the pillow. So, like, imagine this. Muhammad is dead in the bed of Aisha. His head is on the pillow. Under the pillow, there's the Quran. The goat, she jumped in the top of the bed. Meh, meh. And she flipped Muhammad from the top of the bed. Muhammad, he fell down in the ground. The filthy goat, the enemy of Allah, may Allah curse her and make her shish kebab, she took the Quran from under the pillow and she started chewing the Quran, and she chose the best of the Quran, which is breastfeeding for adult, which really all men, they love to practice. This is religion. Breastfeeding for who? What? For adult. And thank God this verse is gone. Otherwise, you will see a lot of perverted people entering Islam by waves. The verse of stoning and breastfeeding of adult. Feeding? Guys, I'm hungry. I just remember I did not eat since yesterday. I'm being honest. Forget about breastfeeding now. Don't take me wrong. Breastfeeding for adult. I mean, what's wrong with this prophet? The Muslim, they say to us, we are very conservative. We make our women cover themselves, so we cannot shake hands with them, but we can suckle their nipples. And we will suckle what? Like, do you think women, they have milk always? Women, what do you think? You think a woman, she is a cow? Even cow, she don't have milk always. I think we have a Muslim trying to contact us. All right. Let us see this gentleman here. My friend, you said to me, hi, why? You don't want to call me? Or don't want to talk to me? What? Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
How is it Christian Prince?
Yes, we are live on air in YouTube. Everybody hear you. What do you want to say to me, my friend?
Okay, I was listening to all these, just checking your references you giving against my Quran. Either you are a filthy fat liar, or all the imams since I was a child have been lying to me, because Islam, I was taught Surah Baqarah ayat 256 says La ikraha fi din. There is no compulsion in religion.
Okay.
And then another surah, for instance, says Surah Kafirun ayat 6 means your religion is yours, mine is mine. And it's meant to be a peaceful religion, but you are just throwing too many things. I can't even, search for it.
Okay.
Where do you get these things from?
It's in my head, my friend. I'm a walking library. Let us go one by one. You said Islam means peace, correct?
Yes.
All right. Well, isn't it the Quran in chapter 9, verse number 29, order the Muslims to fight and to kill all the Christians, either they pay the jizya and they convert, or they die?
If it's in the time of war, I wouldn't worry about it.
Hold on, my friend.
But
my friend, hold on.
It's not.
Okay, and
yes,
in the time of war, but the Christian did not wage war on you. It's you waging war. Read with me carefully. This is your Quran, and I can open for you any translation you wish. Which translation you like most?
It doesn't really matter as far as it's translated.
Okay, Muhammad Yusuf Ali, a Muslim. I'm not going to use any translation.
But the problem is you're showing another translation. They all contradict each other. I don't know who to listen to.
Okay, this is why I'm asking you which translation you like.
Go to Al-Jalalain. Al-Jalalain is
Al-Jalalain
more
is a
authentic.
translation. Jalalain is tafsir. Jalalain is
Yeah,
tafsir.
go to
Okay.
Tafsir
All
al-Jalalain.
right. So we will go to a tafsir al-Jalalain.
Qurtubi of Ibn Kathir or
No problem. No
Qurtubi,
problem. Let us go to okay. Ibn Kathir. You want Ibn Kathir? Just tell me what do you want. I'm here.
Ibn Kathir,
Ibn
please.
Kathir. Okay, Ibn Kathir. Let us go to Ibn Kathir. Give me a second.
It's
All right.
shocking. It can't be true.
All right. We will see if it's true, my friend. And as you said, either I'm a filthy liar or they are filthy liars. One of us have to be. All right. So this is Ibn Kathir. I will show it to you in the screen. And remember,
Okay.
this is your choice, not my choice. You wanted the Jalalain. I said, okay, I will show you Jalalain. You said Ibn Kathir. I will show you whatever you want. This is Ibn Kathir. You see, it says Ibn Kathir. You see my screen? All right. This is Ibn Kathir, and let me zoom out so you can see better and read better.
Fight those who
Okay, no,
believe
let us
not
read,
in
let us go
Allah.
to verse number 9, because this is many. Here he's explaining وَهُمْ صَاغِرُونَ, etc. You speak Arabic, I'm assuming, do you?
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful, and then we can even read in Arabic, but let us go in our English now. Fight against those who believe not in Allah, nor the last days, nor what is forbidden, which is forbidden by Allah and His Messenger, and those who acknowledge not the religion of the truth from the people of the scriptures. Okay, why he want to fight them? Because they don't acknowledge the following things: the last day of Islam, what is forbidden by Islam, and the messenger of Islam. Do I agree? Okay, so what is the reason to kill them? Because they don't acknowledge, and I think the verses are clear. Now let's read Ibn Kathir. Until they pay the jizya with willing and submission and feel themselves subdued. And read carefully. Ibn Kathir now is making his commentary.
Subdued.
Subdued.
Where does it say that?
Here we go. This is what the Quran is saying. You speak Arabic, right? It says Saghirun.
Yes.
Saghirun means subdued, humiliated. Okay.
Belittled.
Therefore, this is Ibn Kathir talking now, not the Quran. Therefore, when people of the scriptures disbelieved in Muhammad, and they had no beneficial faith in any messenger or what the messenger brought, rather than follow their religion, because this is confront with their ideas lost and the ways of their forefather, not because they are Allah law religion. They had been true believers in their religion, that faith would be have directed them to believe in Muhammad. So because they are not to believe in Muhammad, obviously they are liars, correct? And then he says, because all the people gave the good news to Muhammad, etc., blah 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 blah, they believe in Muhammad. And look here what he said.
That's harsh.
Their religion, these religions came from Allah, but because this is sweet their desire and lust, therefore their claimed faith is earlier, an earlier prophet will not benefit them, because they disbelieved in the master and the master of the last and the most perfect of the prophet. Hence Allah's statement. So because they did not believe in Muhammad, it's not because they are fighting Muhammad. I think that the proof is clear, correct? Because of that, look what it says: fight against those who believe not in Allah, nor the last, etc., to the end of the verse. And then it says, this honorable ayah was revealed with the order to fight the people of the book after the pagan were defeated. So Muhammad now he killed all the enemy. Who's left? He killed the Jews. He killed the he killed the Arab. Now it's time to finish those Christians and Jews. So the people enter into Allah religion in large numbers. So Muhammad now have a big army because people are scared, terrified, and the Arabian Peninsula was secure under Muslim control. Allah commanded His messenger to fight the people of the scriptures, Jews and Christians. On the ninth years of the Hijrah, He prepared an army to fight the Roman. It's not the Roman who fighted him. He sent a letter to the Romans saying, convert or die. Now, you say to me,
battle you specifically are referring to?
What?
Which battle?
It doesn't matter. He decided this is Tabuk. Supposedly, Muhammad, he went to Tabuk, but he could not make it because he could not get in. He was hoping to be able to attack, but looked like they were ready for him, so he was not able to attack. And he came back after waiting for some time in Tabuk. But then, as you see here, you said to me, Islam teaching you that you have your religion, I have mine. There's no compulsion in religion, blah. So this is in the beginning. You see, what you know. You speak Arabic and you should know better that in Islam there is something is called abrogation.
Yeah, nasikh mansukh.
When
Yes.
Muhammad he was weak, he said, "Okay, you have your religion, I have my religion," because he cannot force them. But as you see
it's-
here, but-
an ayah, a verse could be easily abrogated by its diviner, which is Allah.
no problem, no problem. But
There's no problem with that.
Okay,
But
no
you
problem.
you keep
but why
insulting
you are
Islam by
quoting me?
saying it's
Why-
a cult.
Hold on. Why
It's
you
cult.
are quoting for
Let me translate a cult for you.
My friend,
let me tell you
just
what cult
wait,
is,
just
my
wait.
friend.
Wait. Why you are quoting for me a verse which is abrogated? It's not valid because Al Kafirun,
Okay, let me tell you
Al
what cult
Kafirun,
is.
and the other verse is not valid. It's abrogated by the chapter of At-Tawbah.
Cult is a system. Cult is a system which is directly, personally direct towards somebody, towards someone, a personal figure.
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
So if you give me a verse, okay, any verse, been abrogated by Allah, it's no problem. But you can never find a verse been abrogated by Muhammad himself.
Oh no, you are wrong. I can find it tons.
No, you cannot find me a single one. You're just making it up, just throwing too many things. People cannot pick it up.
Okay. Let us finish this one, and I promise you I will go right away and I will show you the verses which Muhammad abrogated. But let us agree that what you said about peace is it was not. I'm not going to say you are lying. I will say it was not true. Read carefully. Here it says, the Messenger of Allah marched heading toward Asham to fight the Roman until he reached Tabuk, where he set a camp, etc. So he could not, he could not do it. He came back, and the condition until they pay the jizya. If they do not choose to embrace Islam, so why we have to pay jizya? Because die or pay. And with willing submission in defeat.
Everybody's paying jizya. What's wrong with that?
No.
You live in America. You pay taxes.
No. This is our land. How we pay land? The American occupy Iraq. They will force them to pay jizya because the American occupy them to protect them from the American. That's what your prophet is saying. And look what he says. It says in the verse, and feel themselves subdued, disgraced, humiliated, like etc. Therefore, the Muslims are not allowed to honor the people of the Dhimma or elevate them above the Muslims, for they are miserable, disgraced, humiliated. Muslim reported that Abu Huraira, Allah the Prophet said, don't initiate salam to the Jews and the Christians, and if you meet any of them in the road, force them to the narrowest alley, which means the sewage. This is why the leader of the faithful, Umar ibn Khattab, may Allah pleased with him, demand his well-known conditions to be met by the Christians. These conditions that ensured their continued humiliation, disgrace, etc. Do you see it? So you are saying to me that Islam says you have your religion, I have mine. Those people, they have no guilt except they are Christians, and now you want to humiliate them because they refuse Islam. This is their crime.
That's not what I was taught.
But I'm showing you the proof, and you are the one who asked me to read Ibn Kathir.
Obviously, I'm working and living in a Christian country.
Okay, my friend.
And I'm working with Christians and Jews.
Problem.
They respect me so much.
No problem. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying. My friend.
Use this verse against them.
My friend, I'm not talking about you. This is not about you or me. You might be a wonderful person, but this is not about you and me. This is religion. So you said to me, read Ibn Kathir. I quoted for you live on air what you choose, correct? It was your choice. So obviously Islam is not what some Muslims they think. You're a Muslim, but you've been taught that the Prophet says you have my religion, you have yours. This is when he was weak, it's abrogated. Now we prove to you that the first thing you say to us about Islam, give a freedom of a choice, that is a big fat lie they told you. Even the Prophet of Islam, he says, I've been ordered to fight all mankind until they say there's no God but Allah and no prophet but Muhammad, and if they do so, only if they do so, I will stop killing them and shedding their blood. And here we go, all those hadith are sahih and they are accurate. You have not only you have to say the shahada, you have to pray as we pray, you have to fast as we fast, you have to face the qibla, you have to pay the zakat.
Is it a hadith?
And this is sahih. This is sahih. Doesn't matter hadith or not. This is Sahih, yeah.
No,
Sahih
did you say it's a hadith or Quran?
My friend, this is Hadith and Sahih, but it is
Okay.
in total agreement with the
Could you-
chapter 9, verse 29.
Could you show on the screen, please?
I'm showing it on screen. You don't see it?
It's not coming up.
Okay, well, maybe you need to refresh your page.
اليهود والنصارى بالإسلام. Let me refresh it. 1 second. Right. Allah said, I have been ordered to fight the people till they say none has the right to be worshipped but Allah. And if they say so, pray like our prayers, face our Qibla, and slaughter as we slaughter. Then their blood and property will be sacred to us, and we will not interfere with them except legally. And their reckoning will be with Allah.
So what does that mean?
What's the Sahih number 392?
Sahih al-Bukhari
Let me
392.
call. I go sunnah.com. Let me check. Sorry, I need to check. I don't trust anyone anymore.
Problem.
Bukhari. Right. Yeah. So that means, so this, if this is true, it abrogates ayah 256, Surah Baqarah, and Surah Kafirun.
In the chapter at Tawbah, abrogate everything because Quran is more powerful, right? So the Quran and the Hadith here confirm that what you said to me in the beginning, it was not really accurate, and this is the truth.
But tell me one thing: is there anywhere in the Quran backing up the Hadith? We keep taking the Hadith for granted.
No, I just showed you the Quran first, and now I was showing you the Hadith. I did not show you the Hadith first and the Quran second. So the
any
Hadith,
ayat, any verse in the Quran saying you must listen to Hadith?
oh yeah, there's tons of them, because the Quran.
Show me one.
Okay, hold on. The Quran says, whatever the Prophet.
If Quran doesn't back up the Hadith can go invalid.
Yeah, no problem. Let me show you. I will show you tons of reference. All right. Chapter 59, verse number 7. Whatever the Prophet he gave you, you take it. So you take what the messenger assigned to you. Whatever he says to you, you take it. It is an order. You see it?
Yeah, I see.
Chapter 59, verse number 7. Let us see more. There's many. There's too many. All right. And the Quran says too that whoever obey Allah, the messenger, he obey Allah. All right. Read with me carefully, please, and you will see chapter 4, verse number 80. He who obey the messenger obey Allah.
He who obeys messenger.
Correct.
Let me check. I got Talal Itani Quran. Let me check how he is. It's obviously all against each other. You can't. You don't know who to listen to.
No, it says confirming that you have to obey Muhammad first, because obeying Muhammad is obeying Allah. So which means Muhammad.
That's wrong. That's no good. I don't obey a person rather than God.
My friend, it's not up to you. This is your Quran. You are a Muslim. You have to obey.
And it's 80, isn't it? 80.
What
Yeah.
do you want my help? So you did we confirm this one?
No, I can't deny this.
Okay. So if was Muhammad a god? He's a perfect god. He's a god, or he's a human like us.
He should have been a human,
Okay. And
because
do
he
human
clearly saying
do human
Abduhu wa Rasuluhu.
okay, do human do error and mistakes and commit sin? Was Muhammad a
Of
sinner?
course.
Was Muhammad a sinner?
Yes, he
Okay.
was.
Okay, the Quran confirmed that too. Thank you. To make it easy for me. So now, how you can obey a sinner, and by obeying the sinner, me or you
No,
or
you can't
Muhammad?
obey. You cannot never obey a sinner.
Okay, so it says here, he obey the messenger, obey Allah. To
wouldn't-
assume that I can obey
I don't
Muhammad.
allow my children to kiss my hand either. I don't like
My friend,
people.
you see, I'm talking about you or me, with my respect to you. I'm talking about this is what the Quran is saying. In order to obey Allah, you obey Muhammad first. And this is not my translation. And you speak Arabic. Huh? من يطع الرسول فقد أطاع الله ومن تولى فما أرسلناك عليهم
Very
حفيظا. Okay, so it's clear. So you have to obey Muhammad. Now, you said to me when we were talking about Ibn Kathir and killing Christians, you said to me there's no single verse in the Quran was abrogated by Muhammad. Is that correct?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What about the mut'ah?
Mut'a, well, I've read this briefing about Mut'a. Mut'a was allowed in Quran.
Okay, chapter 4. The
And
same
Muhammad
chapter.
allowed it too.
The same chapter we are reading from, chapter 4, verse number 24. Okay. And do you practice mut'ah today?
No,
Why?
because my wife is gonna kill me.
This is not the question. This is not because of
No, I don't believe Mut'a is not. No, it's filthy. It's like,
Okay,
to
so
me,
why?
Mut'a sounds like a prostitution
Okay,
business.
okay, thank you. I respect your honesty. You agree that this is a prostitution. So why Allah allowed the mut'ah?
Because Mut'a is ujra. It's for you pay money for it.
Exactly.
Okay,
Exactly.
it's not a free service. It's you
Exactly.
pay somebody to have sex. This is what Mut'a means.
Exactly. Actually, even Muslim scholars agree that this is about renting a woman, musta'jara.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So why Allah He allow you? You just said it's prostitution. Why Allah He allow you to rent women?
All I have been trying to do all these years in my life, asking these verses, but I just, convincing myself they're probably a different time of life.
Okay, but let us go
different
back.
needs.
No problem.
But
no, see, why did Moses allow people to do mut'ah before Muhammad? Moses is a lot older. Did Jesus allow mut'ah? No, I mean that's not a reason. I mean, if we want to find reason, we can find reason for anything. Like you might say to a man who was a rapist, "Why you rape this woman?" "Oh, she was wearing short skirt." But that will not change the fact that you are a rapist, correct? If you ask about this, he's a thief. Why you stole? "Oh, this guy he have a lot of money," but still you are a thief. This is not excuse. Look what it says here. This is your Muslim website, and those are your scholars saying that Muslim women, when she have the contract of mut'ah, in some works, a special terms applied. Women who practice mut'ah, musta'jara, or rented women. Mut'ah is considered as a kind of rental because, in general, a man's basic aim of this kind of marriage is sexual enjoyment of the women, and in the return of his enjoyment of the women, he pay money, as you say. All right. So you agree, the scholars of the Muslim agree that this is a rental. Now, was the mut'ah abrogated by Allah?
Yes.
Where?
Should have been. Because the Sunni is not doing it anymore. Only the Shia.
No problem. Okay, but I'm asking
people still doing it. Shia's doing it in Yemen and Iran.
You remember, my friend, you said to me, show me where Muhammad he abrogated the mut'ah. This is in the hadith. You said to me, show me where the hadith abrogate the Quran. The hadith abrogate the Quran. Here we go to the hadith.
if this is correct, it goes into a form of cult, because a personal cult, not even a cult, a personal, very, very personal cult, because a man cannot bypass a god's order.
All right.
Simple as that.
Well, you see, when you called me in the beginning, you said, why you
But show
insult
me
Islam?
the hadith, please.
Okay, no problem. When you called me in the beginning, you said to me, why you keep insulting Islam, saying that Islam, let me find some hadith. Okay.
Yeah, but you need to prove it, not just
I never,
cult.
you know, you are watching for long, I think, already, and you noticed that I never said something without proof. And I'm doing the same with you, the same as I do with everybody. So nothing, it's nothing new. All right, let's see. Let us find one of the hadith. There's tons of them, but we will find the most authentic ones. All right. Sahih Muslim or Sahih Bukhari, whatever you wish. Let us go with this one right in the top. Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1406. You see it, the page? All right. The Messenger of Allah said, O people, I had permitted you to contract muta with women, but Allah forbid it now until the day of resurrection. Where he forbid it? There's no Quran. Muhammad is
remember
Allah.
this verse.
Muhammad is Allah.
Abrogated.
There's no verse abrogating muta. This is hadith. Only
Yes,
in the hadith.
yes. I have, my friend, 2 years ago, I have confronted an imam, a very, very big imam in London, okay? And he gave Surah An-Nur ayat 33. He said that that action, that mut'ah was abrogated in the Quran.
Where?
Before Muhammad.
Where?
Surah An-Nur, Surah An-Nur ayat 33.
Okay. An-Nur, we will go to An-Nur. All right, here we go, 24. 33?
Yes, he told me a story about
that's
Abdullah Saluli.
That's false, my friend. There's nothing here have to do with the muta. This is about covering their clothes. What does have to do with the muta? That's false, and you will not find anyone even agree with this.
Surah Al-Nur ayat 33.
33. Okay, 33. All right. Sorry. Okay. So how this is abrogating the muta? Actually, this verse alone should make you leave Islam. This verse legalize prostitution.
No.
Yeah. Well, read with me.
1 second.
Read with me carefully. It says, but force not your slaves for prostitution when they desire chastity, in order that you make gain in the goods, which mean make money of this life. But if any of you compels them, yet after that Allah is all merciful and forgiving. So what the Quran is saying, and I think you speak Arabic, you speak English, so it's very clear that if they agree with you, you can do prostitution. Force them not. Force them not to do prostitution. He did not say prostitution is forbidden. Force them not. Huh? لا تكرهوا فتياتكم على البغاء إن أردنا تحصنا. Force them not. Okay, so if they agree, it's okay. And if you force them, Allah is all merciful anyway. And we're in this verse is saying that, you know, a muta is abrogated by this verse. There's no Muslim in the world believe in this.
If Allah is Ghafur Rahim for who?
It doesn't matter. There's no penalty, there's no punishment, and prostitution is allowed. Another example. Allah, he sent down 10 verses for breastfeeding.
You
Yeah.
mean breastfeeding, like
For men,
kids?
for men, no, for men.
Would you breastfeeding for what?
For men. Allah, He allowed Muslim women to give their breast to a strange man to suckle them 10 times.
What, in the Quran?
My friend, this is in the Quran, yeah. This was in the Quran, but it's not in the Quran no more. And the wife of Muhammad, she used to order any man who want to enter upon Aisha to suckle the nieces or the sisters of Aisha. Read with me carefully. Yahya related to me from Malik, from etc. from that Aisha, the mother of the believer, sent him away while he was being nursed to her sister Kulthum bint Abi Bakr as-Siddiq, and he said, suckle him 10 times so that can come to see me. Okay, I want to ask you, where is this chapter, where is this verse in the Quran now?
No, you can't see anything in like that in the Quran.
Okay, where it is?
I don't know. You tell me.
I will tell you, no problem.
If it's nowhere, if it's not in the Quran, it doesn't exist.
No, it exists. But what happened, a goat did eat it. So we can say in this case, it's not really Muhammad who abrogated this, it was the goat. Read with me carefully. The verse of stoning to death and stoning and breastfeeding for adult 10 times was revealed, and the paper was with me under my pillow. When the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death, and a tame sheep came and ate it. Down there it says, these verses were abrogated in recitation, but not in ruling. How you can abrogate something in recitation? I mean, this is funny.
It's shocking, not funny.
All right, well, for me, it's funny. It's stupid too.
Stoning and breastfeeding, not just one.
Yeah.
But this meant to be memorized, okay?
No, it's not meant
That
to
was
be
the
memorized.
time
No,
when
my
the
friend,
Quran
all
was
the
not
Quran,
written.
my friend, all the Quran at that time was memorized anyway. So when you say meant to be, did Allah says to you which one you memorize, which one you write down? No, He gave you Quran, and then later Uthman, he decided what to write down. And as you see, even the goat ate what is written. It was not meant to be memorized. It's written, and it was under the pillow of Aisha, which is the pillow of Muhammad. So it's meant to be written. This is why the goat ate it. Otherwise, if it's only memorized, well, the goat will not be able to eat something memorized.
Don't know what to say, to be honest. I'm gonna have to go to the mosque tomorrow evening and in front of everybody confront these imams, because they each translation contradicts the other. They are. I don't understand, why should I lie about my God? If you can challenge my God, I don't need this God. If a Christian prince, an Arab from nowhere, could challenge my God, I don't need this God.
Okay, well,
my God, my writing, my God's book, the Quran, should challenge billions of Christian princes.
No, but he cannot.
Why these people lie about it, I don't understand.
But you know, remember when you called me, you said to me, you are lying about Islam?
No, I didn't say that. I said you either a fat liar, as you keep repeating yourself, or
but you are assuming that I'm lying, obviously, right? You were assuming.
I've been Islam since the age of 5, since I literally remember, and about 40 years of my life I've been praying to Allah. Okay, and as I talk, believe me, my hand is shaking. It's very hard to talk about this, to question this book. It's been so holy to me. You know, it's like somebody's skinning me alive. Very hard.
I understand, my friend, but as you see, we are not lying to you, and I'm showing you everything right in the front of your eyes.
No, obviously I'm writing all these references, and we'll confront these mullahs, because they are blind to people. He told me that Ayat 33, Surah An-Nur, abrogated that mut'ah. but it was, well, obviously it was my fault. I didn't
Secondly,
thoroughly
secondly,
chase
you
that.
said that al-muta is prostitution. What kind of God he allow prostitution? What is the
Mut'a
point?
is more than prostitution.
Yeah. So what the point
No.
of allowing prostitution? I mean, a man he wanna have sex, go and get married.
Mut'a, no, Mut'a was not for money. Prostitution these days is for money. Some prostitutes
Muta
take
for money,
credit
and you are the
cards.
one who said that. You said
But
to me,
prostitute
Muta
at the
is
time was for
prostitution.
a kilo of grain or rice.
It's the same. If
that was true,
my friend, as it's the same. If you give somebody a return for sleeping with you, that is prostitution. You know,
it can't be from God.
product and reward can be changed. Like maybe today you can send pay by credit card, but that will not change the fact that it's money, right?
Yeah.
If a woman she sleep with you
because
because if a woman
money for sex is very bad. It's
if
not
a woman
good.
she sleep with you because you bought her a gift, whatever, this is prostitution. You know, it's product. It's obviously it says, I showed you even the Islamic reference saying that this is renting a woman for the exchange of sexual pleasure. That's why it's called muta. Muta mean pleasure, correct?
But how could let's say let's I admit this one. How could Muhammad know about all these facts about the universe?
Like what?
And this ayat 30 in Surah Anbiya, he talks about the Big Bang, how the earth was created. I think it's Surah Anbiya ayat 30.
You don't need to tell me, don't worry about it. This is why I'm a Christian prince, my friend. Okay. If we go to the verse,
it's chapter 2.
We will find the following. Chapter 21, verse number 30. Right away you will see in the beginning that there is something silly and stupid in the verse. Read with me the first line, please. Can you read it for me?
Yeah.
Okay. What it says.
Do not the unbelievers see. Could you turn to the Arabic one, please?
No problem. Here we go. This is the Arabic. أولم يرى الذين كفروا أن السماء والأرض كانت رتقا ففتقناهما. Did you notice with me what is a stupid mistake there? You are the one saying to me.
Yes, it's a mistake. Yara, it can't be Yara because you can't see what happened
you are
back
a smart
there.
person. Thank you. Here we go. Guys,
ago.
how this is a scientific discovery, and he is saying, don't they see
Yara?
Okay, so what he's talking about? They are talking about that the Arab at that time believe that Allah he raised the sky up. It was together and he raised them up. Where is the Big Bang? It says that the earth and the sky were joined together, which means there was earth and there was a sky. This is not what the Big Bang is saying. I don't believe in the Big Bang, by the way, but I'm going with you. So there is earth, there is a sky, or what we did, we split them. But this is not true.
But Big Bang is not the fact. Big Bang is the most.
Is a theory. It is a theory.
Most well.
No, it is a theory.
Plausible theory, you can say.
Well,
yes.
This is up to you. But anyway, the Quran did not only here he make a mistake. Secondly, if you read the chapter you choose, it says, and we had set on the earth mountains standing firm, so it should not shake on them. The fact is, the mountains are not set on the top of the earth. The mountains are coming down from the deep earth. When the tectonic plates they meet each other.
The mountain is a product of volcanoes.
Volcanoes or tectonic plate. Like when
tectonic layers erupt.
Okay, so but here is saying the opposite.
All the lavas.
Allah he placed the mountains in the top of the earth, so it's not going to shake on us. So the Quran describes the earth. Huh?
31. Did we say 30 or 31?
We are reading both 30 and 31. So the first one is wrong. Secondly, and we will explain to you how he claimed that the first one, how it worked. So now Allah he left up the sky and later we will show you in different verse he made it a roof. And here he's saying that Allah, he placed the mountains in the top of the earth. Do you believe in this? Is that accurate or this is false?
Scientifically, this is doesn't make sense to me.
Okay, but you are the one who chose this chapter for me, not me.
But I didn't say 31. I said 30.
No problem. So
But
30 and
say
31, they
it's no
complete each
problem.
other. If this is a
We have
mistake,
set on the earth.
Yeah.
Mountains standing firm.
and the purpose what? They will not shake on us. Japan is a country have between an average of 800 to 2,000 earthquake a day, and it's all of it is mountains. Actually, the reason they have mountains because there's earthquakes and volcanoes and etc. So here Muhammad, he exposed his fabrication. Now read with me carefully. And we made the heavens as a canopy, well guarded. Is that the atmosphere?
No, I'm shocked now.
Well, is that because I heard Muslims saying that this is the atmosphere.
Yes, they are right, because the translation they get, I'm afraid, in other languages like
Do you agree?
English.
So does it
Persian.
sound, does it sound like this is the atmosphere?
No.
What the Quran is speaking of, that shaitan he try to spy at Allah, and Allah will shoot the shaitan by a star. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Do you really believe in this? That the stars are made to shoot shaitan in his ass if you try to spy? And we have guarded it. What is the heaven? Allah claiming that only the lowest heaven have stars, and this is where some Muslims they lie and they say that this is speaking about the atmosphere, but if this is the atmosphere, it's mean only in the atmosphere we have stars. So we have created the stars, and we made them only in the lowest heaven, as to beautify the for the beholder, and the top of that, and we have guarded it, which mean what? The near heaven, with from every outcast shaitan. Okay, how he cast shaitan out? Except him, the devil, that gain hearing by stealing. He is pursued by a clear flaming fire. Do you believe in this? How Allah shoot shaitan? Muhammad, he captured the shaitan, he tied him up in the column of the mosque. So such a small tiny creature, Allah, he will shoot a star to do what?
So where do you get this translation from?
Who cares? You speak Arabic, you can change translation. Chapter 15 verse number 18, 17, 16. You can read in Arabic. إلا من استرق السمع.
Even the English ones have different. Everyone translated it
because they lie. Because simply many of them, what they do.
Yeah, that's what makes me very angry about it.
Yeah, they lie in order to make you
like deceiving people. I feel sorry for those innocent Muslim coming here and swearing at people. But
remember, you said to me, either you are a big fat liar, so you were not far away from them just 15 minutes ago. You thought I am a fat liar. You yourself.
Yeah.
So what do you think? Is that from God or this is stupid? And then here he says, and the earth was spread out. وَالْأَرْضُ مَدَدْنَاهَا. Is the earth spread out like a carpet? I don't know what is your education. Where is the
geoscience?
Where is
this is my field.
This is your field. That's
I
wonderful.
Geoscience.
Okay,
yes.
That's wonderful. Okay, where is the hail is coming from?
Because listen, the beginning elements were hydrogen. Okay, so Surat Anbiya, I'm thinking of if God meant he separated earth from the skies, if he meant the Big Bang, let's say, doesn't even make sense either, because the earth is very, very young compared to the beginning of the universe. Okay, because the primary elements like hydrogen was at the beginning of the universe, but Earth is containing iron, which takes billions of years to appear. Okay, so you can't stick a plastic to a gold. They don't stick together. They are different.
You see, I am not.
But I'm try. I will chase these verses.
Okay. As long this is your science and this is your study, I want to ask you, where is hail coming from? Hail.
Hail.
Yeah, hail.
Hail is a water. Okay.
Water.
Affected by the Arctic wind, very cold Arctic wind, and they became hail. That's how it's made.
So you don't think it's coming from mountains, and Allah He break hail from those mountains?
Mountains?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Mountains, like in the sky, there's mountains, and Allah He break with the hammer hail, and He throw it at us.
What is it in the Quran?
I'm just asking you now before we talk about from where. Do you believe?
No, I don't. Even if I say that myself, I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't take it for granted.
Okay, but if we find it,
hail is coming from the sky. It's the vaporization of our oceans. Okay, right. In a dense cloud, they become hail, snow, or rain.
All right. So if I find it for you from the Quran, are you willing to leave Islam?
I can't decide now because I need lots of things to chase.
Doesn't matter. But, if this one is a lie, I mean the rest is a lie. I mean, you just say this is impossible. This is
I'm not hypocritic. I don't deny any mistakes. If I do a mistake, I put my hands up. If my father do a mistake,
if the Quran is unvalid no more, Islam is gone. Chapter 24. You are the one who asked me.
If these are true,
my friend.
Yes, okay. I denounce Islam.
All right, that's wonderful, guys. He said he promised he would denounce Islam. The same chapter. You are the one who asked me to go to the chapter of An-Nur before. Chapter 24, verse number 43. You can read in Arabic. You can read in English. In any word, any language you want. In English, they try to fabricate and to change the meaning, but I will show it to you in Arabic. And as long as you speak Arabic, me and you, we will get better understanding. It says here, وَيُنْزِلُ مِنَ السَّمَاءِ مِنْ جِبَالٍ فِيهَا مِنْ بَرَدٍ فَيُصِيبُ بِهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. Does it say that, or I'm lying?
Yes, very clear.
All right. You promised you will denounce Islam. Hail is coming from mountains in heaven. I mean, even cartoon, they don't do that. And look here in the first translation. I want you to confirm this with me.
I believe somebody mixed these things into Quran when they
my friend, there's nothing called mixed. Either this
is from God.
Either this is this is not a book of God. And look what here. As long as you speak Arabic, why the Muslims they lie and they say like mountains? Does it say like mountains in the Arabic?
No, anything between these two brackets don't.
So they are trying to cover up. So look, they send down from the sky from mountains, which is in heaven, hail.
No, it doesn't make sense.
So they fabricate the translation in order to cover the stupidity. Whoever wrote this book is foolish. You know, this is maybe work for people who
whoever this part here, whoever written didn't have a clue about anything in the sky, but what's going on in the sky.
Assuming that the one who did this is Allah have no clue. What about this?
I don't believe this is from a God.
Look at this. Allah, He created three kind of creatures.
Because one of the principles of being a God is do not afford any mistakes. What makes me different from God is I am doing mistakes. I do a lot of mistakes, but God should be a little bit different from me. No mistakes.
Well, my friend, from the first page of the Quran to the last page, I can show you endless mistakes. I'm not showing you really mistakes. I'm just showing you a chapter you choose yourself to prove to me Islam to be true. So Islam is the most silly cult. And now you understand why I am saying it's a cult. You said why I'm calling Islam as a cult. Now you promise me if I show you this and this will be true, you will leave Islam, correct?
Yes.
Are you willing to keep your promise?
Yes.
So are you denouncing Islam?
If this is all true, we heard Islam is a cult.
So you agree Islam is a cult?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Because an order from God, okay, could never be bypassed by any man.
That's wonderful.
Never.
I'm really happy for you.
Because if that happens, God loses its status as God. You can call it something else. Okay? If a president, for example, if Trump makes an order, let's say Iranian is not allowed to enter the USA, and an officer, a police officer in the airport said, no, forget about Trump, I'm in charge here, he's going to go to prison, or Trump loses his status. So now compare that to God, Almighty God. It doesn't make a sense, my friend.
Absolutely.
Hypocrisy is not in my mind. I listen to reality. I listen to proof, evidence.
But you know, you as a person who, like today, after this moment, you are a Muslim. I cannot call you a Muslim no more. But I want to ask you, when the Muslims they say there is science in the Quran and etc., why they lie? Why they fabricate things?
Tell me, I was going to ask you this question. Why they either make money because there are loads of books in London. You got too many libraries, Islamic libraries. They selling billions of dollars a year on books. They get in from probably the Arab countries for printing these books, because the books are obviously very, very expensive.
Yeah.
They all laminated, nice colored, you know.
And pictures, and if you
I think it costs $50 each.
And
but they sell them for cheap.
They insert articles about scientists, or sometimes fake scientists and sometimes real scientists, just to fool people, saying Quran match with science.
No, you don't have to do that. No Muslims, if any Muslim is listening to me, if anybody, any Muslim brothers or sisters trying to do that is fooling themselves, because my God should be able to challenge somebody like me or Christian Prince. Who is this guy? Who is Christian Prince? How could he easily come and challenge my God with evidence?
Is that what make you angry? Because I was like, who is
Yes.
Christian Prince?
But what makes me angry is people fabricating to the facts.
But yeah, I never fabricate. You see, this is why I go live and I say, people, you can call me and you can question, and you are welcome. I never, everything I say, I show in the screen. Everything, every single word.
It's my fault, because I should have. I did have a chance to chase the facts, but I just kept it, you know, under the blanket, as we say.
So, my friend, I am a Christian, as you know, and I take the opportunity to invite you to accept the Messiah as your Savior. You left Islam, that's wonderful. For me, I'm not done to save you yet. I did the half of the job, and I would love to invite you to accept the Messiah as your Lord.
What would you recommend me to read? Because I'm gonna, again, like Islam, I'm not gonna just take Islam like another religion like that.
No,
I will read about it.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
No, you can read. You can read.
If Christianity does make a sense to me, yes, I will call you back in a month's time, probably.
All right.
And we will have a chat.
All right.
If not, I can still come back and telling you about, you know, arguing Christianity as well, because I'm not scared to talk about Christianity, even if I know 100% is from God.
Neither we are. This is why we are.
God should challenge all of us.
Yeah, you are welcome, my friend. Anyway,
God's word should be like an atomic bomb. Nobody could face it.
Read the 4 Gospels, you know, of Christ, and you know, try try to like you see, I'm sure you are smart.
What's
And
this story behind the Old Testament and New Testament? What is the problem?
there's no story. It's the Old Testament is simply the Old Testament is a book about God and history in the same time. The history of the Jews with God,
Right.
as simple as that. So the Jews, the Old Testament is a book of books. It's not one book, and this book contain their history with people around them and their history with God. How they disobey Him sometime, how they obey Him sometime, how God he was he you know how they forsake their God sometime. So the Old Testament mostly is kind of a collection of many stories about what happened to the Jews and the prophets of the Jews. The New Testament is about Christ and what He accomplished in this earth when He came to us. And this is
So
why I say if you
somebody like me, where should
the New Testament,
start?
because the Old Testament for me
You-
is just to increase my knowledge about history of man with God. But the New Testament,
So why they saying it's been corrupted? Um,
who says that? The
I've
Muslims.
well, I heard from too many imams. The Bible, it's corrupted. Is
You see, the Imams, this is the problem is the Imams are they are you remember when you called me says either you're a big fat liar? The Imam are the big fat liar. I will show you something from the Quran and you tell me what you translate to us. Let me open the Quran. All right. This is the Quran. I will put it in the screen. What مصدقا لما معهم mean? Confirming what is with them, correct?
need to refresh. And when they come to them, and when they came to them,
Somebody saying that you are crying. Are you crying, my friend?
no.
Okay.
If I am crying, I would cry for myself. I would cry for all.
Yeah, I'm saying. So
40
I mean, yeah,
years
but
of
nothing wrong with the crying from.
chasing a rainbow.
Yeah.
I'm crying for my childhood. I'm crying for my youth.
No, you are crying then. Okay, I understand. That you know, let cry and let the tears wash the anger. Nothing wrong with the crying.
But I haven't killed anybody for my faith.
I understand.
I was always showing the beautiful face of Islam. I didn't know about all this.
Well, I'm happy for you today, from my friend. You called me, and I'm glad that you know you were able to call and crying. You know, great men they cry. And David he cried today. We cry always, you know, and cry can wash our sin. That's wonderful. Don't worry about it. So do you see? They said to you that the Bible is corrupt, but the Quran says, and this is the Muslim translation, which is strange that this translator here is not being a hypocrite too much. It says confirming what is with them, the Jews, which is the Torah, and the Injil, which is the Christian, the gospel. So how they lie and why? The Quran is saying confirming what is with them now.
Yeah, I see.
They lie to you, my friend. They are a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not going to put too much pressure on you. I can tell you are crying, and We are, you know, all the Christians there, they are praying for you.
Oh, thank you very much for all this written everything. I will have a chat with some imam.
Well, what
You know,
about
if they have
what about you challenge them to come and debate me? Let us make a challenge if they
yes,
dare.
that's what I was gonna say. Yes.
Yeah. Let us see if they dare to do it, and you will see they were never there.
Yeah.
They were never. The only way they will come to debate me, if you don't tell them, Christian Prince, don't tell them who I am. Tell them I will call this guy and you debate him live. If you tell them this is a Christian Prince, that will never happen.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome, my friend. We are happy for you. And I ask all the Christians in the chat, we have more than 1,000 people, they are listening. Please pray for this gentleman. I do not know your name, by the way, but you don't need
My
to
name is Muhammad.
Muhammad.
Yes.
Guys, pray for our brother Muhammad. And this is the beautiful thing about Christianity. Even if your name is Muhammad,
Oh.
still you are beloved by the Lord, the Messiah. And I hope soon you will see the truth, and the truth will set you free. The Messiah, he said, I am the truth, which means there's no other truth except me. So I pray to the Lord that he will bring you to the truth, and you will be free. You will not be a slave of Allah.
I beg my Muslim brothers and sisters to stop swearing, writing dirty messages. Chase the evidence. Chase your own book. Do not swear at anyone. Swear at the imams who lie to you every day. With a big smile on their face. They lie to you and they smile. I always notice that. When they have a big smile, they lie something very big. They lied about something very, very big.
All right, my friend.
Because how can I lie about God's words? How can I change God's words? If I know this is from God, I wouldn't dare to change it. But I believe these people don't even believe in God. If you believe in God, you wouldn't dare to touch His word.
And what kind of
how
God,
can you fabricate?
What kind of God he can protect his book? How the Muslim they say that Allah is the one who sent the Injil, and then the Injil is corrupt. I mean, this is an insult to their God. You know what I mean? It's
you buy a BMW from BMW with 3 years warranty. They say if you fabricate anything, your warranty will expire because we made this car. Nobody can, find a mistake. So how about God's words? How could you fabricate God's words? You can't even fabricate your BMW.
How we allow them. And once I asked a Muslim sheikh, he says to me that the Bible is corrupt. So I asked him, before I show him those verses, I said, okay, was it fabricated by Allah will or against his will? He said, I need to think about this and I will call you back. And since then, he never called me back.
Yeah, happens to me when I ask too many questions. To be honest, when they ask too many questions, they try to, not to see me. They pretend to be busy. They calling me back. They give me a call. They have appointments, this and that. But it's just running away from the facts.
But you see, as long you notice that they are fooling around, why you were not sure. I mean, why you waited all this time. I mean, you notice that there is something fishy.
Yeah, because they I wake up in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning. I go to work. They don't work. They never work. They make easy money. That's why.
All right.
That's why this is a good business for them. That's why I believe that's why they lying about it. They want to keep the business.
I'm happy for you, my friend, that you decide to leave Islam.
Thank you very much for everybody.
You can call me anytime you wish. Feel free, and I will be happy.
I appreciate that.
All right.
Thank
care,
you,
my friend. God bless. Take care.
Have a good.
All right. That's wonderful. It was. It's always like this. You see, when a Muslim he call me, he's upset, he's angry. You must be either you are a big fat liar. That's what he said. But am I? Everything I say, I show in the screen, live evidence. And no Muslim there really, especially I'm not talking about, you know, most of Muslims are poor people. They've been lied to. Those who he said, our friend here, I don't know, his name is Muhammad, right? He said Muhammad. The one who claimed to be Imam, why they will not debate me? Because as he said, they are doing business. They will destroy their career. It's a big mistake. That's why always they try to debate somebody. He's an American, you know, not too much about Islam, because it doesn't matter really how much you try to learn about Islam. As long as you don't speak Arabic, still you are limited. Because as you see, like even if you read all the books about Islam in English, which is not translated in English, the translation always they play with. There's no translation you can trust. There's no even the Muslims don't accept the translations for the Quran, because they knew that the translation is meant to lie, so we can convert some Christians, some Hindus, some Buddhas, and some atheists. The translation is not meant to translate. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to stay longer. Maybe many of you would like to talk to me, but honestly, I'm really getting tired. I did not eat since yesterday, and I better stop here, otherwise this is endless. Subscribe to our channel. Feel free to download all my videos, and always, if you don't find my video, you can go and you can click at Patreon. Always I update the link, because people download my videos and we update the link which is in a Patreon. So, or you can search the same title in YouTube. Sometimes people they change it. Just be sure you filter, but like the last 24 hours, so you will not go to an older video. And you can find always the video which we have already. So the video, it might take some time before you can download it, maybe 20-30 minutes maximum, and then you can download. And feel free, post my videos whatever you wish. Actually, I encourage you to do that, because the whole point of what we do is spreading the message. This is not about Christian Prince. You do not know who I am. You have no idea who I am. My real name is not a Christian Prince, or what I confirm to you. I am a Christian, and he made me a prince. Humbly, we follow the Messiah, and he is the King of the Kings, and there's no better name better than his name. They can say whatever they want. They can try to fight him. They can to fabricate lies about him, but he is the truth. Even in the devil book, even the devil, he could not deny the Messiah. This is why Muhammad, he says that the Messiah is the Spirit of God. He is the Word of God, and he is born from no father, for he is the Son of God. And right now as we speak, even according to the yellow pages of the Quran, he is in heaven listening to us. The Messiah, he said, every two of you mention my name, I will be between you. He is the Alpha, he is the Omega. And I pray that next time we hear from our friend Muhammad, we will hear from him that he accepted the Messiah as his personal savior, because Christ is a personal Lord. He is not the owner of his slaves. This is why when we pray, we say, our Father in heaven. And this is the huge difference between Christianity. Our God is our Father. Your God, he is a slave owner. We are children of God. You are a slave of Allah. And we cannot compare between a child of a king, the King of Kings, and a slave. Enjoy your slavery, Muslims. Thank you everybody for being here. May the Lord bless you all. And until we see you again, maybe tomorrow, Christ is Lord and Islam is false. Thank you very much. Take care.